Whoop, whoop. Was wondering when Best of 99 would be back. Well, wonder not any longer, Summer B, because we're back tonight. Had a little 1 week off there. King needed to take care of a few things. And was not able to host last week, but our Warriors are back here once again for another installment of the Season 5 Best of 99 Batfoy, Matt Martin, a rivalry from 2019 that was born and continues to this very day. And I am excited to get us into the next round. It'll be round number 5 tonight. So we are almost at the halfway marker. We're just nearing there. And of course, someone that has been since the beginning here with me, not just for this season, but since season 1 and beyond. And hopefully he'll stick around because he is my Cal Ripken of Classic Tetris. He is your favorite Dr. Mario organizer and, of course, a Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Let's go on over to the commentator cams so you can see the lovely, handsome Mr. Chris Bidwell. Chris, good evening, sir. How you doing, bud?
I am great. Just back from Minnesota. Got my St. Paul Saints hat, little pig shape there. That was fun. Got to spend the weekend with Ben Mullen, and I got to see Batfoy and Meme and Fractal and Toast and Rhubarb and Huff and all the other crew. It was a good time. And 14th place with a one-way or two-way for Batfoy and Qualls, and Ben Mullen having the best live qual of his Tetris career last weekend. So he's gearing up for Jonas Cup. I would imagine Batfoy's gearing up for Jonas Cup. Matt Martin's gearing up for Jonas Cup. We are going to have a god dang great tournament here in November, but let's do this tonight first.
Oh, absolutely. Let's do this tonight here first. You know, you mentioned that you got to see Batfoy in person. How's he looking, Bids? I mean, he's got that beard still going, right?
Yeah. It's shocking. I mean, I don't think I've seen him since 2019. So, it's him, but it's not him, growing up with these kids, they're not kids anymore. And that kind of stares you right in the face when you see him again. But it was great. He's a little more out of a shell than I remember him being before. So they're growing up not just physically, but also as people as well. So it's a beautiful thing to see as we get older and get into these gray years. It's good to see these kids grow up into fine adults. So
absolutely,
that's why I love this scene.
Yeah, and that's why they love you, man. So what a great weekend that was. If you hadn't had a chance to check it out, obviously check out our VODs. You can see Chris Bidwell attempt to try to defeat a little 9-year-old boy and made him go cry. So
man.
Oh, good times indeed. Awesome. So let's go on over, folks. This is the Best of 99 season number 5 with Batfoy and Matt Martin at the helm. Currently the series is 20-16, so one of the closest ones we've ever had, Bidwell, as far as the Best of 99s go. So for the new folks here, maybe you're not familiar with how this all works. Let's go on over and take a look at the Best of 99 house show rules. So here it is, very simple. Each and every week for 11 weeks, we play a round of 9 games. Because when you times 11 with 9, that becomes 99. That's how we get there. All games are replayed on a level 18 start because it's the pro player level. Games with a top out score under 100,000 points will be replayed. And certainly we've seen a few of those, so we're going to see if players can continue the streaks that they have gone under before. As Bidwell mentioned, you got to see the originator of the Mullen, Mr. Ben frickin' Mullen. There's a term called after him called mulling, which allows players to continue to play a game even if their opponent has topped out well and beyond the 100,000 point threshold, so they can keep going. And it is at the discretion of themselves. The first player to reach 50 wins will win the Best of 99. However, we will play regardless. Whenever that happens, we're going to play all 99 games all summer long and into the fall, as we're going to take a look at our updated schedule. Mr. Christopher Bidwell, here's what's happening after last week's week off. You can see the first results started back on July 23rd. Matt obliterating a rusty Batfoy 7-2. But then things started to kind of change. Batfoy started to de-rust, get a little closer. Matt victorious in week 2, a 5-4 edge. Batfoy came roaring back and turned the tide with a 5-4 win of his own back in August 6th. That was round number 3. And round number 4, it happened 2 weeks ago. Matt and Batfoy went to the decider that saw Matt edge him out 5-4 for that one. So again, it is a 20-16 lead, and through the first 4 rounds, this is certainly the closest the best of 99 has been in all 5 seasons. You can see the rest of the rounds if we continue on as accordingly. Then we are looking to get to round 10 by October 1st now, which still gives us another week buffer just in case. The finale, which we have a TBD, I think we're finally going to have a date on that set. I should have that confirmed for next Wednesday. So folks, stick around. There will be a final date on that. We'll get that confirmed for next week. Should be a lot of fun. And what also is a lot of fun is, you know, we got to get to some important information. These guys have taken a week off, so they had a little vacation time to put their PTO in, but it's back to work now, which means my friend here, Mr. Christopher Bidwell, he's got to get back to work too. He's got some wise words of wisdom for our folks. Let's see if they're going to take him up on it. Take it away, Mr. Christopher Bidwell.
I just always laugh. So, Batfoy, you had a great weekend. I know weren't happy with getting knocked out in round 1 against the number 3 seed. But in this, you're behind by 4 games. That is well within the margin of victory, going with about 60 more games to go. Keep fighting. Stack simpler. Obviously, when you watch rollers and you're playing against them, you kind of get the feeling that maybe you can do what they're doing, but don't. I mean, it's tempting. You think you can do it, but especially at the 19 speed, don't do it. And this is the chance. If you can take tonight... Thanks, Titrus. That is a big key. I think you created that. Anyway, so if you can win tonight, if you win by 1 game, great. But if you win by 2 games tonight, the 6-3, you're cutting that lead in half. So we're already the closest best of 99 season ever. If you can make a run tonight and win the festivities for night, then it's going to be even closer going into the final 6 rounds. So we all kind of want this close matchup. So kind of the result I'm rooting for. But let's go over to Matt's here. Kind of the opposite. Hold your ground. Like Matt's been doing great in general. Just he had that amazing week 1, and I don't think he's replicated that week 1 performance yet, where he had the 2 max outs and getting the all-time best of 99 record. I want to see him get back to the max out column tonight, and then obviously maintain that lead. Just if he wins tonight, then that lead starts to widen a bit more, and control the stack. So again, both our players 2 weeks ago kind of had that some transition issues, some level 19 issues, and kind of got a little careless. I think we had our broken streak of 100,000 point Louis Scooey false starts. So if we get back off of those ruts and back into the groove of things for both players, I think we will have a great match of 9 tonight. And yes, hello everybody in chat. So thanks for that, and always get a laugh at myself, my cross eyes, my giant key. And let's get off that now. Thank you.
I can't get enough of it. It's great.
So good.
Thank you, Titrus, for making that humongous key for Chris Bidwell to enjoy. All right, there you go, folks. Those are the keys to victory from our Lifetime Achievement Award winner. So we'll see if the players take them up on that advice. But what they're going to take up is the seed that they have been very good at managing themselves. I've done a bad job at it. The only thing I'm good at is initiating it. So they're on their own as far as taking care of it afterwards. So here it is. It's 33-4AAE, gentlemen. That is your seed for the evening. It'll be 33-4EA.
I believe Batfoy is back in college now. I believe it's his senior year starting, so I think this was his move-in week. So change of locale for these next second half of the season here. And Matt Martin in the fancy blue lit room wearing the Jonas Neubauer Cup shirt.
All right, so Mr. Matt Martin is ready to go. Hopefully my laptop will be ready to go as well. So we're going to cross our fingers. It might be a little bit of a slowdown, folks, but we'll deal with it. We were awesome with it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sure they're going to do well with it again this week. So here we go, folks. It is time. The best of 99 continues. This is round number 5. Bidwell, go ahead and count them down, please.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Double Z start. Little Clontress here to start. See how many pieces they can play it out. 6. And then piece 7 with that Smash Boy, they decide to take their separate paths. But I think we're going to get a simul Tetris here once they get a freaking line. And there it is. 12 cheeky points for Matt to start for press down. And here we go.
Here we go indeed. So we are underway. This is round number 5, 20-16. Matt leads in this installment right now after the first 4 rounds. Batfoy within range of catching, as Bidwell had mentioned. If it's a 6-3 victory, he can cut that in half. You got to inch your way through. Still a lot of rounds left to go, Bidwell. We have not hit the halfway marker. Next week will be the halfway point of the best of 99. And we're going to start, tonight is really, we're going to start to see like who's going to make the move. Will it be Batfoy to start inching closer? Will Matt start to free himself a little bit and get that runway that he needs like so many others? As we, this is kind of the point. Round number 5 is where we've seen with Sharky last year and Jeff in the previous years where they pull away and start to exude their dominance to make it difficult for their opponent to catch. Batfoy, not in that position yet. He is holding strong.
Both past the threshold first game. Batfoy with a little issue to start here. That this should be cleaned up. Oh, doesn't fill in the gap on column 10 there with that line. Gonna fill it in the smart way. Open up that well. He's behind by a Tetris, so that's what that little cost him there. Little, not a problem, just a smidge on his performance so far.
Just a smidge.
Yep.
I'd like to welcome everyone all over the world. We've got all our platforms going tonight, all 5 of our streaming platforms currently being used. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Facebook, and of course X. We've got Czar Jordan, Sky Loves, big fan these days, Tyler Arctic. We've got Summer B, as mentioned before, all hanging out. Sharky's here, our winner from last year. Good evening. Well, on YouTube, we've got RP Piotrovich, who I know has been watching these, staying up late usually, so welcome in. And Andrew Law over on YouTube says here, Bidwell, love Matt Martin. I bought his children's book, Counting Sheep, one of my favorites. That's great to hear.
Good plug. Let me find that Amazon link and post that up there.
Absolutely, yeah, Matt. And look at that, he's honored. So, Andrew, if you're around the neighborhood of Portland, Oregon, October 17th to the 19th, that weekend where the Portland Retro Gaming Expo is occurring, Matt will be in attendance. He'll be there for the Jonas Cup, looking to try to make it into the top 8, try his luck to see if he can get a ticket to Germany one day. If you're there, bring your book. He'll sign it for you, I'm sure.
Got a 392-point lead for Matt Martin for a brief moment. Matt's ahead by a Tetris in pace, so it's about a 1 Tetris actual or a theoretical lead here.
And you kind of saw he didn't really have some DAS load to get some pieces over to that left side. Bat's going to sacrifice a little bit of the top, but it's worth it. He gets a Tetris and lowers the board enough. This should be manageable for him. A Tetris, the difference with some pushdown points, Bidwell, early on as we're getting close to that 100 line mark.
Yeah, Matt is not happy with the situation. Let's see what he does here. Zamino's short for a dirty Tetris, so he's going to go ahead and fill it in and go for it here. Batfoy's going to take the half Tetris lead. Matt gets the dirty column 2 Tetris. Row 2, column 2. And our difference is only 8,000 points as the transition is coming up soon.
Matt gonna stick with this left well for a while. He's got about 26 lines left to go, so no rush for him. A extremely high skilled level DAS player as he is. Surely can manage the transition if he wants to stick with this left well. But ideally, I think he'll want to try to transfer it as best he can, and he's trying to do it with Tetrises. Yeah, he's trying to do it with Tetrises here, Bidwell.
Now that's what I call down stacking. That's a Phantom Menace way to say it. But 9,000 point difference.
463 to 473. Ooh.
Yeah, loving this game 1 here. They're both players are on fire. you kind of felt like both were kind of running out of gas in some of those later matches on that last set we had. I mentioned earlier the both players missing the 100,000 point threshold last week, breaking our tremendous streak. But both players are back on. Maybe the energy of the school year starting. Batfoy a little shake, but I don't know what went wrong there. Looks okay to me.
Yeah, I think he was trying to set up a rotation and then just kind of fumbled it a little bit and kind of went a little safe there. So he's in a situation where, yeah, he'll fill out that left side. Oh, man, it's topped out! Oh, no. I was looking at Batfoy, and then it looks like Matt might have lost Das. Got stuck at a long bar hang, has finished him, and Batfoy is already good into the transition at 524. Matt at 521 is finished. Batfoy, you are obviously welcome to continue this out, but you will be up on the board for game number 1. Bidwell, he's making his move.
Well, and his 19's looking great so far. That's been his. That's been the small difference between these two. He is going to take that cheeky pre-transition win, but this is looking strong. Maybe going for another 600,000. Maybe going for a max out. Batfoy hasn't had one yet this season. Matt's like, yo, mulling this out. I had the privilege of calling a Mullen by Ben Mullen's opponent during a Ben Mullen match. And Scout was in the chat giving us the historical significance of the originator of the Mullen by the commentator who egged on the Mullen happening in real time live in Minneapolis last weekend. So
I did see that, yeah.
History being made all around on these occasional big moments here. It
really was. I mean, that was tremendous. And right now, it's tremendous is Batfoy's dash control. 647. Got a Tetris to go to 678 now. Still has runway to do it, Bids. He has the runway here.
Yep, and filling in that left side perfectly, getting Tetris ready with a double wide well. Let's see if the pieces continue to flow, and we got 712 now at level 24. I'm liking this king. All right, and and it saves it, and nice. Matt is cheering him on with the little hand rub there.
That was incredible by Batfoy. He made a smart move, Bid. He did not try to get that first bar over because he didn't have the dash. He laid it flat, got the dash charge back, and the second bar came to relieve him, and it worked out. 784.
And he's just stone-faced the whole time, too. No panic in his face. I'm loving this.
817 on 26. He's got 25 lines left to go. And he's pouring points here, Bids.
So 5 Tetrises will do it. So you pretty much got to play perfect. We are LJ dependent, but gets a Tetris here. All right, now we're double line dependent, but he's going to go dirty. Oh, I'm loving this. There, nicely done. Can he get 3 Tetrises? I can't see the line count, but he might have to set up a 29 here, but either way.
Yeah, he can't get clean. He's only got 3 lines left. He's going to be short.
Well, gotta go center well then. Does not, but 937. Hell of a game 1.
Very well done.
Damn near his qualifying score in Minneapolis. So in one try there. So he had an hour. He got, I believe, like a 940. So right on pace with that. Matt Martin, and a little comfort beverage.
He'll look to hydrate himself there a little bit and get himself back in the seat. We are ready for game number 2, Mr. Bidwell. Let's do it. Count him down.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Miguel Angel on YouTube. GG's for that one. Yeah, that was a very good game from Batfoy. Stone Cold Steve Batfoy, Sharky says. Oh, wow.
The shattered glass that's stepping over. So classic.
Iconic, yes. Some of you is wondering why still up at this hour. It's 3 a.m. in Europe there, Bidwell. But Sarby's a huge fan. Loves watching Classic Tetris. Was at the CTWC DAS tournament. Got to see that live for the first time. Was ecstatic. And so glad you could make it out. And hopefully we'll see you there again next year.
I'm going to try to get out to Germany next year. We'll see. I got lots of plans. I can't do all of them, but that's definitely on the top of the list.
They'll welcome you like a hero, Bidwell. You will be treated like a king.
Well, that's the land of kings. That'd be, you know, it's not like the Burger King Dairy Queen parking lot combination we had in Minneapolis last weekend.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, Prince was born in Minneapolis area, so that makes sense. It's the royalty of that magic parking lot. 2-point difference here. They both passed the threshold, and we wouldn't have it any other way. But I don't know what happened with Matt Martin's game. Did he miss a piece and it just kind of got away from him? I mean, it seemed like it was 2 misdrops in a row, or...
Yeah, I didn't get to see it because I was looking at Batfoy managing the stack at that moment. Matt had looked very clean at the time. When I looked over and just saw the top out, there's a long bar just kind of like hanging, like in column 7 or so. It looked like he might have just, you know, misdropped it or lost the ass, couldn't get it over, and nothing else was going to make it right. He was finished. And
Both
right now,
players in a cheese situation here.
Oh,
Batfoy gave something left, and he cannot. And Matt's going to take game number 2, so we are now 1-1.
So there you go, Bidwell. The gift given from Batfoy to Matt. He'll take it, and I'll get a dirty Tetris on top of that too.
There we go. But we're going to mull him back and forth. Why the heck not?
Yeah, you know, Matt's looking for those stats, man. He's been trying to make sure he gets those 600Ks in. He wanted to try to break Sharky's max out record of 17 in a season. He looked good in the first night. He had 2 max outs, and you know, we were kind of like, oh, if he stays on that course, you know, he can make 22 and break the record easily. But we've had no max outs since that first night.
You got Wall Bant in chat. Good seeing you last weekend. Came in from Canada. Had to do a crazy maneuver to drive to Detroit, then to fly over to Minneapolis to save on the airfare. So, good little adventure there. We're going to be mullining for a while here.
Yeah, we're going to mullin for
probably
a
not.
bit.
Probably not max out pace yet, but we can see what happens. He's waiting for that T-spin. And it's just not coming. All right. Nails it. Mino's short, so he's going to go for the triple. So we're at 370. Now we're hitting... Yeah, those 2 back-to-back Tetrises will really help out. And what I said before about pace, I think this is kind of a much better pace now all of a sudden.
The P word.
I said it. It's a Mullen. I can make curses on Mullins.
Yeah, that's old hat anyway, Biz. No one believes in that curse anymore. They only believe in the RNG boogeyman. That's the latest thing these days.
RNG book. I guess it is. I guess Spirit Halloweens are starting to open up. So
yeah,
it is the season.
It is the season indeed.
Line dependent here in column 6. Gets it. Staying aggressive. Could have taken a safety triple. Doesn't decide to take it. Gets rewarded. I'm liking this game, King. Definitely. Let's see if we can get that 600,000. 2 safety doubles. Knocks down a Tetris. Adjustment or an overshift and a reshift back, but either way it works out. Transition at 561, so definitely right where Matt wants to be. Get a little flat here. Oh, the Elge and the J follow up. How often does that happen? That combination never seems to happen when you need it.
Well, it happened for him right there, so it worked out.
Yeah.
And he's on good pace to try to get this max out. So let's see if he can cook it. Sharky was saying that if his AC wasn't out most of the time, he would have mullened more often. It is pretty hot in Texas, Bidwell, in the summers, I heard.
Rumor has it. Now, 721. This post 19 is textbook for Matt Martin.
So your Batfoy, all you can do is just study and watch and try to combat him once again. We had the 900K in the first game. Matt looking to see if he can do a little bit better against that score here in game number 2.
That's the first off-schedule piece for Matt Martin, and he's going to have a 4-line solve there. Ooh, can't get the line over. The Tetris should be able to save him. Going to go left well here. You know what? This is where you show off. Oh, okay. Take the triple. Got plenty of runway, King.
Oh, yeah. No, he could afford to spend time cleaning that, yes.
We're about 6 Tetrises away. And you've got 5 levels to do it. You can see him sigh there just to, keep his mind clear. Didn't like that line coming one piece too late. Take this double again. All right, King, here we go. Starting to get a drought. Give it to him. All right, 3 to go. Well, maybe 3 and some change. Not quite at the 30,000 only for Tetrises.
Right. Now, he also has broken the score record in the best of 99 with a 1.1 million game he got. So, time running out here. It doesn't look like he's going to break that unless he plays perfect.
2 more to go. We're ready. 1 away. Still at level 27. Amino short. Knocks it down. There's the 1 million. Can he build on that? He's not going to. He's just going to go for the million. That's kind of classy.
Yeah, I think, it looked like he was trying for a T-tuck there, and it failed, so that's where he kind of just said, enough, I'm good, I got the max out. Well done, Mr. Matt Martin. There we go, Bidwell. Bidwell, where's that cowbell?
I'm ringing right in the microphone, but I get one of those newfangled microphones that blocks out external noise.
There you go. So well done by Matt Martin. And the score is 1-1. We already gave him the game 1, a game 2 victory, so they're evened up. So we're about to play game number 3 in a moment, but that felt like a lot longer.
There's some mullening haymakers here. Low 900s followed by a million. So hell of a first 2 games here. Let's get this going. Game 3.
Let's do it. Bidwell, count them down. Right into it.
And here we're going 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
T and the Z's are our opening pieces. They are underway. Great job by Matt there. Just hung in there. He didn't worry. He took care of business and gets his 3rd max out of the season. He's trying to chase Sharky's overall record of 17. So that's about a 17% rate of games that Sharky maxed out in. Well above what we had before. Jeff was the all-time leader. He had 4 twice. He did it back in season 2 and season 4 against Sharky. He was able to get his 4th max out there.
Well, that'd be the goal. Get to 5, get the 2nd all-time, and then see what you can do for the all-time record.
I do remember Shirtless Sharky. Shirtless Sharky was actually very, very fit and also lethal as far as gameplay goes. You smoked Jeff quite a bit. And speaking about Jeff, the lovely Mrs. Moore is here. Crafty Kim is in the house. GG's to our players. Good to see you, Kimmy.
Absolutely. Do we know if Kim and Jeff are coming to Jonas Cup?
From the conversations we've had previously, it sounds like it's on their to-do list, but I don't have official confirmation. Kimmy, you're here in the chat. You're watching this fantastic show that Jeff helped popularize. Are you guys coming? Are you coming to Jonas Cup? We'll wait for her response
wait for the
here.
Answer.
Oh yeah, or she could just leave us hanging and be like, "You'll have to wait and see."
Oh yeah, it's like, stay tuned. That's a Matt Martin's an author. He knows how to ratchet up some tension.
Indeed, and so is our friend Crafty Kim, the author of two fantastic children's books. All right, so unconfirmed at the moment, Bidwell. They are unconfirmed.
Right. I haven't reserved my accommodations yet. I am going to be there, but hopefully I'm not going to be sleeping on the streets. Nice T-spin for Matt Martin. And again, we're 3 for 3 for breaking our 100,000 point threshold.
Well, I hear the
right back.
Yeah, I hear the La Quinta Inn is always a good place to stay, Bidwell, if you want to have a continental breakfast that features yogurt and 3-day-old bananas.
You drive a hard bargain.
Yeah, well, it's also a bargain to stay there too. So think of it what it's worth.
I got a lot of hotels I got to stay at that a week. I've got to go to San Diego for Pac's wedding. Then I'm going to be in Long Beach with Vince for a couple days, so I don't have to worry about those nights. And then I'm taking a night in Seattle before I go down to Portland. So lots of travel booking I got to take care of this week.
Indeed. And as Bidwell mentioned, if you're going to start trying to book your travel plans to go out to Portland, wait till we make our official announcement coming this Monday. This Monday, September the 1st. It is a holiday here in the States. It'll be Labor Day. King will be working because there is no sleep for the busy, but we'll have an announcement going out on Monday for all the details you need to know about the Jonas Cup 3-day event going on in October the 17th through the 19th in Portland, Oregon at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the home of CTWC for so many years and now the home of the Jonas Cup. So you don't want to miss that. That is our North American DAS Championship. And it is a stellar event. Last year was the inaugural one, and Bidwell, that was honestly one of my favorite events of all time.
Definitely the favorite trophy of all time, and it felt like home. I'm glad that we didn't leave Portland straight up, and we're still maintaining a presence there. Every time I walk in that room and see those lights up above, I just think of all the previous tournaments that had happened in that building and all the moments throughout all the years. So it's home for us. So I'm glad that we're still maintaining it.
Absolutely, and I think it's also fitting that we've called it the Jonas Cup, named after the greatest of all time, 7-time world champion, Mr. Jonas Neubauer, the man that helped really build this community and garnered so much respect and the love and adoration that many people had for him. And it is fitting that we have that being held there. I don't think there would be any other place suitable for it.
Nope. Maybe if they reopen the Strand, but that's about it. 9,000 point lead for Matt Martin here, so very close, neck and neck, you might even say. Batfoy looking to make another clear to open up that well. Of course, not getting the piece. So he's going to put some weight on that well. And a couple Minos short of a dirty Tetris, so he's going to take the triple. Maybe a dirty Tetris set up here. Again, these players are always looking for those extra... Oh! I don't know, King. Oh, maybe just got it down in time, but again, Batfoy's starting to lose it a bit. It's still under control. 472 transition for Matt Martin, but his left side now has some work to do. Going to take that safety double. Batfoy with a 422 transition, looking to fill in a jagged piece into that gap. Does it with the T.
Amazing.
Yeah. So both players working their way through their situations. We got a race here, so this is a little more drama in this one.
Absolutely, it is pretty tight. The cleanup from Batfoy there, Bidwell, was absolutely stellar. He did not panic after the J got hung there, and he started to create potential delayed burns and just figure out these amazing solves. He got it cleaned up just in time, and here we are. Bangarang Tetris, Batfoy 10,000 points behind Mr. Matt Martin. We're on level 21. It's heating up here, Bidwell, for this game number 3.
Ooh. He went for the pole vault and couldn't complete it. Great idea to play that flat by Batfoy. Oh, he's got a bit of a head shake. I was about to compliment his nerves of steel here, but oh, that's going to do it. Matt's going to take that game 3, but not because, oh, Batfoy, just great run to get to that point. So we'll see what kind of chase up Mullen situation here.
Yeah, unfortunate. You can see Batfoy kind of just missed a couple of inputs there as far as trying to get pieces moved over. Didn't shift to where he needed them to, and that ended up being the downfall there. So Matt at 613 is going to be good for game number 3. He'll take a 2-1 lead. His eyes on the prize, Bidwell.
Yeah, Batfoy did have the right idea with that pole vault. He waited till the last moment to do the flip, but they just didn't get it in time. Had he flipped it prematurely, which is kind of the dumb Bidwell way to play, is to flip it as soon as possible, then he would have hung up even earlier. So.
Right. No, he did very well to try to manage that, but you know, at these speeds, Bidwell is so difficult.
And Matt's gonna give this one up. He got a 600,000. We got another barn burner here.
Yeah, definitely the week off seems to have helped our players. 2 big scores in the first 2 games. This one, a little bit of a grind. They had to tough that one out. Anybody's ball game. So we're going to go right into game number 4, Bidwell. They've incremented seeds. Let's do it. No delay. Time to play.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So here's a suggestion for Yobi for an improvement. Maybe there's a tournament mode where you input 1 seed and it just maintains the same seeds incrementally automatically without having to go back to the seed screen.
Say it again.
I will.
I think that's more of somewhat of an integration that you would need with the tournament cartridge that they're using here, and yeah, I don't know how much work that would be involved for Yobi.
Oh, not Champ, not Yobi. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Yes, our friend Kerr. Yes, our friend Kerr Yava.
Yeah. I met him, and I was seeing his face talking to me about like British socialism or something, and
yes,
I don't know why Yobi's is, you know, mold king.
No, it's okay.
My brain's not working.
That's fine. Yobi, the inventor of Nestor's Chance, we thank him so much. You know, this program here at Bidwell is Matt Martin struggling early on. He's trying to dig this out. I think he has this under control, but certainly could start losing some ground against Batfoy, who's got a very clean board, and he's about to hit the 100k threshold, which he just did now, so he's safe. But yeah, Yobi really taking what Trey had kind of created and basically enhanced it to a level that the original intention of Nestor's Champs here was that it was meant for data analysis and capturing information of what your gameplay was and what you average out and what, you know, score runways and things like that, so you can kind of indicate like how you're playing, if you got to play aggressive or certain moments and stuff like that, without having to try to just do the math in your head automatically. And it's a good tool for game review and such. But you know, when the time came for CTWC 2023 and Yobi had this tool out and said, hey, how do you propose to make this into a head-to-head type of thing? He was on the ground running, making it happen, and look what it's come to today, Bidwell, that, you know, regionals want to start using this more often, where we were kind of like, you know, the crux of the things where it's a luxury, not a necessity, but now it's becoming the norm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a disappointment if we can't have these stats and extra graphical enhancements up. And last weekend in Minnesota, the internet situation wasn't great, so we had to revert to a standard capture, and it looked pretty good. But People missed it for sure. Although I do enjoy the chance of doing those brain exercises, doing the manual math on the fly.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm old. I need those reps. Sudoku puzzles aren't enough, you know.
Well, don't worry, Bidwell. If we crash and burn in Hartford in a couple of weeks, then we'll definitely let you get back to doing it with your brain. There, we go to game captures.
Yeah. Although Savage Octagon might be there, the former math teacher, so maybe I don't want to go off my terrible math skills in front of her.
Oh. Yeah.
2 Tetris lead for Batfoy here, 337. So yet another game where a perfect 4 for 4 in this first half. And hello, Chen. He said hello to me. I'll say hello back.
Good old Chen. Big fan of Van Dweller.
So with this cover up here, Batfoy is going to lose a little bit of pace. Well, he has the half Tetris lead. We're looking good. Gotta say, both players have been following those keys to victory so far. It's just gonna be who's gonna take the series, and right now, we have no idea. Nobody has taken command just yet. Just a couple haymakers with those Mullins early on, a decent game 3, and it looks like a good, decent game 4, at least in the 18 stage.
Yeah, I got to think, Bidwell, that the week off has certainly helped these guys. They feel like they're refreshed, rejuvenated. I think that's the one thing that maybe people forget, that like if we're going week by week, that it is a grind, that it's a commitment, that it is difficult. I mean, you think about it, most people that are streaming, they're going to play more than 9 games for the most part, including warm-ups and stuff like that, as far as, their own streaming of games. But competitively, you don't play that. You don't play 9 games. You usually play like a best of 5, so you're going to play at most 5 games in a row of high-level competitive Tetris. So, you're basically almost doubling the amount of games and then having to go all 9 versus what I had just mentioned. So you got to really give it up to these players week in and week out, that they do need a break at times. And I think so far it's looking like a good decision we made.
We've had people talk about the 2-hour format in Pasadena as being a little bit of overkill. And that's roughly, it's 9 games is not quite 2 hours, but it's pretty close to it. So that's what we're getting here. We're getting 11 straight weeks of a qual session at Pasadena, which most players aren't fans of. So it is a big grind. You're not going to be playing at peak your entire hour, 2 hours. And that's what we got going. And Matt Martin here at transition, ahead by 2 Tetrises. So both players got the transition under control. And it's going to be a matter of 19 play to decide this one, and that's just what we want on all these games.
Yeah, a little bit less than a Tetris, or right about a Tetris, the difference at the moment between the two. Matt going with a center well. There it is. Right off on row 2 for him.
Shaking his head like he didn't want to do that. Yeah, what? You that's what you want. Almost a perfect slope for Batfoy. Starting to fall apart for Matt. This is Batfoy's chance, but now Matt. Tetris for Batfoy to take the 3,000 point lead, but both players now in a dig situation, so whoever gets out of this first will get the lead. Dirty Tetris set up for Batfoy, column 2. Maintaining the well, keeping it low, knocks down the Dirty Tetris for the 1 Tetris lead. But Matt Martin, little concern on his left side. Can he get anything over there, King? He's not going to be able to do it. Batfoy's going to take game number 4 to tie this up. What a series. Let's go. And
no
another
shocker.
Mullen. Why the hell not?
No shocker here, Bidwell. The two of them, historically speaking, they've always been neck and neck with each other. They've taken it to deciders. It just seems that it's fate for them, that they are locked in like this. And man, what a series we got here. So we're going to be 2-2. before we almost hit the break, we will have one more game, game number 5, and then we'll go into our halftime break.
Batfoy could have gone with the dirty Tetris, but he's trying to get this burned down. All right, back into scoring position. I don't think a max is on the table here.
He's got about 20. He's got about 25 lines to go, and he's not getting bars.
Gets it just too late. Ugh. A 900's in the cards for sure, though. And okay, well,
he's down to the final 7.
7. So okay,
he'd have to set up. He'd have to set up for 2.
Do it.
And he's just gonna go with the 1 here, bids.
1 away.
977, excellent score.
But the best of this series, I believe.
Tremendous job by Batfoy. 977, 940 is his final score. Bids, we're getting some good scores. One game, you know, the grinded game that they had to go through in game number 3, you know, finished with 600s. But it at least the other 3 games we played, they've had 900K. It's crazy.
Right. Well, let's make this game 5 for real here.
That's what we can do. Put on a show, boys. Let's hit the break. Running. Bidwell, do it.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Aw, hackers.
And Batfoy filling out the left rather than getting Tetris ready. He's going to get his first Tetris a little bit later. 5-point difference. First things first, let's get past 100,000 points.
So, Biz, you mentioned that you got to see Batfoy live and in person in Minnesota. They just had the Mini D, the musical, this past weekend. A fun-filled event featuring Meme, Rhubarb, Fractal, the whole gang over there. What were some of your takeaways hanging out with the crew there, and of course, you know, getting to watch Batfoy live once again?
Well, you know, from a tournament organizer standpoint, there was a lot of internet issues and a lot of stress. Fractal in particular kind of felt it a little too much, on his shoulders, and we had to make a lot of sacrifices to get that going. So despite all of that stress on the organization side, the players were just enjoying themselves. There was the dice game that they all play with the cards that, you know, they were playing also in Columbus, and they were playing, some of the players had their laptops with playing that rhythm game that they're all into, and the cubes were out. And that's the whole reason to go those regionals, is just to get to hang out with the players, because at the big events you just don't get those opportunities. Everybody's all busy all weekend. Yes, there's meals and official side tournaments and that kind of thing, but the hanging out with your friends doesn't really, the time isn't really there for all that, and the regionals are the good chance to do that. So I think they probably had the best time as far as those criteria go. And me personally, I got to hang out with Ben Mullen and stay at his house with the family, and we did some stuff and went to a baseball game, that kind of thing. So if it wasn't for those hangouts, I really wouldn't want to be doing these. It feels too much like a grind. So speaking of grind, this game here, both players are trying to get out of this. So that's a dirty Tetris for Matt Martin to take the half Tetris lead. Can Batfoy get out of this halfway up the board? He's going to have to if he wants this game 5, but we are super close here.
Yeah, so plenty of lines to do this in. They are just hitting the halfway marker of level 18. Batfoy obviously not happy that he had to put that bar all the way left and, you know, put more weight on that hole that he's trying to uncover. But slowly but surely, he's handling it like a pro. Bidwell, he's at 249. Matt at 296. About a 2 Tetris lead, and there's another dirty one for Matt to make it about 3 in his favor.
Ah, perfect. Perfect cleanup for Batfoy with the little sly screen look. And we are back in business, so he's going to, well, still got a ways to go to take to get that lead back, but Matt is still trying to get this clean. And I just will say, as far as the competitive portions go, Meme taking the victory, well deserved. It's been a while since she's been in the winner's circle, losing in Ohio to Dog, and I'm not sure if she's had a tournament win in a while, so like a championship win. So it's good to see her back in the winner's circle for sure.
Absolutely. And confirmed, Bidwell, we have it confirmed that many of those stars from Ohio and Minnesota are making their way to Hartford, which is one of our events coming up in a few weeks. So we'll be in Hartford, Connecticut for CTWC Northeast Regional, September the 12th through the 14th. We got Tetris going on the 12th and the 13th. That's Friday, Saturday. And of course, Bidwell will be there because he's hosting Dr. Mario, which is having its second Hartford Regional. It was a great turnout last year at Bids, and looks like you got some strong players coming back again.
Absolutely. It'll be our final regional before our finals in November. And the way our Dr. Mario regionals work are the regional winners face off in a qualifying pool at the finals, and the winner gets the #1 seed. So there's a lot on the line with these regionals other than just some bragging rights. So for a last chance for that #1 seed up for grabs, it'll be a heck of a turnout, I believe. So after all of that, Matt has still maintained a 2 Tetris lead. So both players were struggling there, but at least both boards are safe. We're past 100,000 points, well past that. We're both going to get into transition again. So probably the strongest opening series of 5 games that I can remember in a long time in any of these best of 99 matchups.
Yeah, certainly this season has been very, very tight. Batfoy will transition first. Matt has joined. Got a 2 Tetris lead in favor of Matthew. He's going
again, this is Batfoy's chance to come back.
You can see Matt playing a little aggressive. Yeah, he wants to stick with that. The opportunity to burn that away and kind of just get this board reset, but he wants that center well, and there it is. Biggering Tetris. Matt, 2 Tetris lead over Batfoy, who you can see his facial not happy.
Batfoy just getting to the left. Right at that. That's as high as you want to go as in DAS at level 19 speeds. And again, just calm, barely shaking his head when something goes wrong. Matt firing down the Tetris. This is a strong game 5, King.
Yeah, no, you can see these players came to play today. They are ready and they are rocking. Yeah, we got ourselves.
You kind of tell when they're on and when they're not on, and they are definitely on tonight.
Oh yeah.
Matt increasing his lead now, a Tetris and a half, and Batfoy working one off the bottom. Let's see if he plays one off the bottom or burns it down. He's going to play. Nope, he's going to burn it. Maybe a column 4 Tetris well here. He's going to need a T-spin. A little out of control. I don't think this is going to be maxable, but these players are fighting for this pivotal game 5 to take the lead in the series.
Yeah, certainly going into the, coming out of the break, whoever wins this one only needs 2 more wins to take the night. So certainly a lot riding on this game number 5 right now. We're tied 2-2. Tetris, Batfoy, the lead has grown for Matt.
Batfoy's sacrificing his board to take Tetrises, and then he goes back into cleanup mode, and he's now behind by 100,000 points. Meanwhile, Matt is pretty consistent the past couple levels here. Takes the square. His left isn't built out. Gets it to the left. Batfoy is running out of time here.
Yeah, 139,000 point lead for Matt. He is looking sharp. Bidwell wants to go into the break with a 3-2 lead.
All 9 touches for Batfoy, just barely, but I think this is it, King. I don't think he can come back from all this.
He would need
but
Matt.
If both players get the 29, that'll be a hell of an achievement.
And right now, Matt looks like he's in trouble because there's no bar to the rescue, and he's going to top out. 99,000 point lead.
This is doable. There's one. Two Tetrises.
He has the runway.
You got to get them both. He will, if he can Tetris before 29, he will take this game 5.
Oh, but he's going to burn in.
Oh, he's 21,000 short.
Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate. He might not have seen what he needed there. It was so close. The problem was that his board was set up. He took a triple that ate up a bunch of lines, and then he was trying to find a way to clean it up. No way, no how, and Matt's going to survive. 842 to 820. Man, what a close game number 5 that one was, but he'll take the 3-2 lead going into the break. GG's.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, and Bat says he didn't realize. He didn't realize it was so close. Ah. Well, one of the secrets is when you're in Nestor's Chance, you got the room view, so you got the score real time. If you see you're in the red, you know, I got to chase. If you're in the green, then you're good to go. So that's one of the brilliant things about Nestor's Champs. But, wow. What a game number 5, Bidwell. You wanted a banger, you got one, and there it is. Yeah. So, folks, you know what to do. Take your 5-minute break, do your fingers, get the restroom, get the hydration, get the adult beverage if needed. You may do what you need to do. Bidwell and I are going to come back to our regular scene and chit-chat a little bit. So here we are.
There we are.
Chris, man, that was probably one of the better first 5 games of Best of 99. Definitely for this season, and who knows if you want to compare it to the other ones too. Wow.
Just all 5 games. The first 2 weren't close, but the Mullins made it worth it. So keep it up. We were talking about how the last week 2 weeks ago was a bit of a letdown. Were both players going to come back? Cheekily, they were both my keys to the game, and they've done it so far. So let's see what the break does this time. Can they maintain that? Can Batfoy take 3 out of the last 4 to take this victory? Or will Matt Martin just get a split and increase his lead? But either way, this series is going to be close all throughout, and bring it on. I can't wait.
I can't wait either, man. It's Batfoy, Matt Martin. They go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly, Bidwell. So you know you're going to get a good mix when you put them together. So we're going to take our little break here. Players, go and do what you got to do. We're going to take a 3-minute ad break like we always do each and every week. But before we do that, King's got to advertise something here because we got something happening over the weekend. Obviously, we have our Super Show for Friendlies happening this Friday, Clash of Champions. I've talked about that ad nauseum. It's fine. But we do have some other thing going on that brings in one of our old friends from the good old days. If I can find it. There it is. Yes, we're going to transition on over here. And this one, Bids, is Unfriendlies. Many people, old schoolers in the community, might be familiar with this old program we used to have where Martz, one of our great community members, used to like to basically curse and roast people along with Jeff, where Jeff is drinking all night long and they just kind of tell people that they suck at Tetris. You know, it wasn't anything friendly. It was very unfriendly. And it was a fun thing that people used to do, some late night shenanigans that happened. It was great for its time during the pandemic era, and it's been sprinkled around here and there throughout the last couple of years, but I haven't really seen it for a while. But, you know, we're bringing it out of mothballs for the final time. This is the final episode of Unfriendlies. It'll be me, Martz, and boom! Tetris with Jeff will be there. He'll be roasting people like he did back in 2020. But this is also going to be, Bidwell, something a little special. This is going to be a Jonas Cup fundraiser, not for the players You know, we've done that before many times over. We try to help some people get out to these events. This is more to help our friend Monsieur Martz. Martz has been an outstanding community member all these years. He loves this game. He is the all-time leader in matches played with well over like 10,000, something crazy like that. This man just loves Tetris. He wants to be at these events. He's co-organized live events like Montreal last year, which had one of the best Matcherino payouts for a regional ever. So he's very much involved, and he wants to go to Jonas Cup. He wants to take his son Remy and the family out there, because Remy is an outstanding DAS player for those that have not seen him. So he wants to go, but Bidwell, he needs some help, man. It's very costly to go from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, all the way out to Portland, Oregon, and that man has spent literally thousands of dollars of his own money to support players and run these other events that he's done. So I felt it was on me and the community. We got to give back to him, man. We got to help, right? This man has given so much, and he's never asked for anybody to give anything to him. Well, I took it upon myself to ask the community, let's try to help him out, man. Whatever you can give, whether it's $1, $2, $200, whatever, everything will help, cover some of his expenses that he needs to pay to get out there and bring the family, right? If it's just himself, I don't think he would bother, but when you got a family of 4 bids, and you know how it is, traveling with family like that all over the world and country, it's difficult. So let's try to help him out. That'll be happening this Sunday, August 31st, over on my channel, twitch.tv/Kingsman36. Reason being because there'll be a lot of cursing, Bidwell. There'll be a lot of cursing and a lot of nasty things going to be said. So we got to do it. We got to do it on my channel. We can't do it here on the Classic Tetris channel. We'll be forever banned. But if I get banned on my own channel, it's fine. It's okay. So this is it. The final episode, folks. Be there. We'll be starting around 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 20 UTC around the world. And we'll have information on how you can contribute to March directly. I'll have that set up this weekend, and we'll go over it at the show. So love to see most of you people there. We love March. Let's get him out to Portland, Oregon. You know it. All right. And one last thing, Bidwell. I'm going to throw it to a nice video, and then we'll go to our commercial break. But we just announced CTWC Brazil is happening also during the same weekend. That will be at Northeast, but they'll be having their main tournament on Sunday, so they'll be able to have their own shining time on this channel. And we had some posts on social media with some big names addressing that and sending their well wishes to our friends in Brazil. So I'm going to throw to the video that you guys can see here, and then we'll take our break, and we're back for the second half of the show. So stay tight. We'll be right back, baby.
Greetings, Brazil. I heard that CTWC is now hosting in Brazil. Wow. The CTWC is the organizers expanding on one of the most popular South American countries. I can't wait for the tournament to happen, and maybe one day I might just go in.
Hello Brazil, I'm so excited that we can finally have you join our world tour here for CTWC. Best of luck to all the players and everyone that goes to qualify, and may the best Tetris player win.
Hey everyone, it is the king of the restreams, El Rey del Clásico. Hope all of you are doing great. I'm doing ecstatic because I'm so happy that we can finally bring Classic Tetris World Championships to Brazil, baby. That's right, we're going to see some of the great South American players come and show their skills off to the world and let you all know that Brazil is ready for El Clásico.
Hello everybody, I am Guerrero from Colombia. I participated in the 2021 Classic Tetris World Championship and I won the 2024 Colombia CTLPC Regional. I will go to Sao Paulo to play the CTLPC Brazil Regional. Hope to see you there.
Hello, my name is Rafael and I'm inviting you all to watch CTWC 2025 Brazil, the first regional, September 13 and 14. We are planning to broadcast both in English and Portuguese, so see you there on Twitch.
Oh, hey Brazil. I heard there's a lot of Tetris fans down there. I'm so excited to see who wins CTWC Brazil. Let's go.
All right, folks, we are back now from ad break, so it is time to get things cooking. The second half of the Best of 99 is about to take place. Let's head on over and check out our heroes. They are ready to go. After an outstanding first 5 games, we're hoping to see more of that continue in the next half of these 4. Mr. Chris Bidwell, if you have returned, I'm going to ask you to do the honors. We are set for the second half of this show, counting down for the start of game number 6.
Game number 6 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Long bar, Z, and the L are the starting pieces. Great seed management by these guys. I have not done anything because I don't want to confuse them as I've done in the past few weeks when I try to be a good seed manager, but I'm terrible at it. They know what to do, Bidwell. They're pros. And so
Everything's
far,
clicking tonight, King. Everything.
Yeah, everything, man. Now, of course, Bidwell known to curse things, so we'll wait and see what's going to falter first. I'm a believer, Bids. I'm a believer. I think, yeah, it's been a good night so far.
A little high up here for Batfoy. Finally knocks it down. A little drought for both players, so 754-point difference. It's a single line. Back to 6-point difference. Loving this.
Yeah, and would seem kind of droughty to start here. Lombard is not flowing as kindly.
First pickle of this game for Matt Martin. Oh. The fractal RNG. These players, King. When the line comes at the exact right moment.
And this is DAS Bidwell, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta imagine, like, you probably get a little desensitized and see rollers do stuff like that, like Matt did, and be kind of aggressive in placements as we just saw. But with DAS, my word, that's ballsy right there.
Got to go visit the Replacements house in Minneapolis, a famous indie band from the 80s. And one of their songs off that album was called Unsatisfied. And I think Matt Martin very unsatisfied with taking the easy route and wants to really put the pedal to the metal despite having the 1-game lead tonight and the 4-game lead overall. He's being as aggressive as you could pretty much be as a DAS player.
Yeah. Our president and CEO is here. He's saying it best. Matt is no slouch. Certainly not.
That's why I saw Vince. That's why I brought up the Replacements. He's a big fan too.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Were they a punk?
Were
they a punk rock band?
College band. They were sort of like, they started punk and kind of they were one of those proto alternative bands, like before Nirvana, Rush, and all that. Like Minneapolis was kind of like the cool city in the 80s, and then Seattle kind of took over in the 90s. So,
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. It's very music nerd crap. I don't need to go into it here.
Gotcha. No, I was really more into Journey at the time back then. So.
Yeah.
I never stopped believing Bidwell.
Don't stop.
301 for Batfoy, 237 for Matt. Nice, almost 3 touches lead for Batfoy here. And Matthew.
Oh.
I thought maybe he was thinking.
Oh no!
Yeah, no, there were options there. But I think he had in his mind. He had a T-tuck opportunity, but it was so high that it would have been really aggressive to do it, and he advised himself not to, but he created a hole on that side that ended up being the cause of the downfall, and he knows it. 240 for him. Batfoy chooses not to mull in this one at 332. He just wants to get on with the next one, but we're tied, Bidwell. Again, what a shock. It's 3-3 going into game number 7.
That was one of the keys. Was Matt gets a little extra greedy sometimes, and it didn't pay off that time.
All right, but players are ready to go. So let's continue on. Game number 7, the final third of tonight's match. Bidwell, let's do it.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You might know one of the greatest music videos of all time by the Replacements is the song's called "Bastards of Young," and it's just a black and white video of a guy in his room listening to a song, and you can just see the speaker in his foot, him smoking a cigarette and stuff. And at the end of the song, he gets up and kicks the speaker in. It was featured in Beavis and Butthead a lot, so very, very iconic minimalist video of the time. So go watch that one for some nostalgia that you don't even know you had.
Interesting.
Batfoy, though, what is this here?
Yeah, he had a little bit of a situation. He kind of misdropped the piece over to the left side, lost the DAS, and then things started to crumble. So now he's in the moment here that both players actually boards are a little funky, but we are under the 100K threshold, so there is opportunity in case a mistake does happen. But you know, they're pros, Bidwell. They're trying to fight this out. But Batfoy looks like he could potentially resolve this very shortly.
The lines are going to need to flow here. T helps. Another T would be great. Oh. And it's just not happening.
Yeah, this board.
Matt Martin also, okay, so when he stood up that Z on that board, I got a little worried.
And Batfoy still hasn't hit the 100K
Batfoy.
threshold.
That's going to do it.
That will
False
do
start.
And Matt probably thinking, you know, thankfully he did top out too, because that board wasn't looking good, although he does survive. But it will be a false start. We did not make the 100K threshold on Batfoy's side, so that is not going to count. So we will redo this game number 7.
This knight has had it all now.
Yeah. Now we just need the double max out and we can call it a day. Or the double club 0, whichever one you want to go with.
They're all valid.
There we go. We're going to get the
3,
game redo.
2, 1, Tetris.
Yeah.
Mark 2.
Vince is ready for either. Well, you're not going to get double club 0 because Matt does push down. So he will have the 7 points there. Sharker would like to know, what is the seed? I think he wanted to play along. I have to go back and look.
44, 55,
33.
88. That must have been C99 for EAE.
Yeah, the 4 EAE would not change. So yeah, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. Well, this is the redo of game 7, so this should be double A then. So Shark
Anderson,
Oh yeah, of course, legendary.
Minnesota. Yeah, just keeping it in the state.
So Shark, if you want to try seed 99, then go right ahead. That would be the first 2 of the pin seed. Just change it to 99. That was the one they just played that the early top out happened. Double A is the one they're currently playing right now. So
Right, now we're good. Got that other system.
yes, the next one will be B's. Yes, correct. All right, both players have reached the 100K threshold, Bidwell, so we are an official game. For the record, Batfoy has 4 full starts, I believe, to date. Mr. Matt Martin still with the 1 false start that he had 2 weeks ago that broke his streak. I believe he had 32 straight games, something like that, some crazy number.
Yeah. Starting another streak tonight, of course. And wouldn't you know it, King? Another close game.
Yeah, you know, what a shock.
Yeah, they're quality content as content creators are looking for.
Yeah. No, they certainly make our jobs a lot easier, Bidwell, that, you know, there's not much to really talk about because they're doing such a good job here.
Nice adjustment from Batfoy. And it's just kind of a wait and see. Will they get droughted? Will they make a mistake? But right now, this is as picture perfect as you can hope for.
Oh, indeed.
Well, Tetris.
Now, we know Batfoy was just at this regional this past weekend in Minnesota. But potentially we could be seeing our friend Mr. Matt Martin possibly attending the regional coming up next, which will be next weekend. We got actually 2 going on. One will be in Warsaw, Poland, Bidwell. We've got the CTWC Polish Championship going on next weekend, September 6th and the 7th. So for your Euros out there, you'll be watching that here on the Classic Tetris channel. So you can check all that out at your really more proof time, more Euro-friendly hours to watch. And then after that, Bids, we got one that you've been to, which is our Kansas City Regional. KC Retro will be hosting again. And Matt has been there before, and perhaps he'll show up again.
That's next week? Wow, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff just
September's right around the corner, Bidwell. This is it. Last week of August is upon us. Summer has come to an end, Bids. It is.
Yeah, school started last week for here.
Yeah. We start around these parts. We start right after Labor Day.
Half Tetris lead for Batfoy, about the 100-line turn. You know, it's like, oh, well, they played great in the first 5 games, then there's a bit of a letdown, but now we're back.
Right. We talk about how maybe breaks are good to take, right? Well, I guess that kind of stalled them and derailed them in that last games. But now we're back, right? We're back on par for the course. We are looking at potential 500K transitions. Batfoy with 9 lines left to go at 496 certainly should be able to reach that. Mr. Matt Martin at 120 lines at 457 certainly can reach that as well. And here comes the Tetris to do it.
And Batfoy with a slight mistake here. Not ideal before transition. Let's see if we can get out of this. Opens the well, is Tetris ready, but now he's going to cover it again. So 528 to 504 transition scores. Very great. Oh, wow. Nice tuck.
Yeah.
Getting that taken care of. You know, it's tricky to get your timing settled right after transition.
Absolutely. Yeah, because obviously that tuck he's setting up is ideal for the square, but then the J is the only other one really, aside from going with an S and then creating another spin or tuck situation. And now there was a bombardment of S's that just kind of rolled in. 562 to 566 Bidwell. It's a very tight game.
Both players. Matt going for, not going to take the dust Tetris there. So Batfoy is still within striking distance, but he's got to get burned back down here. Will he play one off the bottom? He will not. He's going to go back to the bottom. So 4,000 point difference. Matt Martin in scoring position first.
Yeah, no, you really got to like the thought process for Batfoy there. He just wanted to clean things up regardless of, you know, how much of a score he's falling behind. And again, lost Das. He's trying to hold
something
out.
Right. He's selling out. Gets something. He's gonna give it up, and Matt's gonna take it. He could have had that Tetris, but lost Das and was smart and let it go down the middle. But then he couldn't recover and get anything else over there.
Yeah, there really wasn't a good piece to kind of burn away. He did have an, I believe, an L that came in that he had an opportunity maybe to take the triple with, but he opted not to go that route. Actually, probably would have been a double. It would have closed the well, I think, based on the board. He had a very flat board at that moment, and then the left side wasn't really built out. So not much he could do after that missed opportunity. Mr. Matt Martin. Looks like he may not go any further either.
Oh, just gets it. Okay.
Never underestimate the virtuoso here, Bidwell. Oh my God.
I was about to say we've yet to pull out that name. Getting these to the right just in time, but that's going to do it. But another 600K game for a 4-3 lead. Wow.
Very well done. Both players are quickly ready to go. Bidwell, no delay. They just want to continue to play. We are in game number 8. Matthew can take the night with a win here. Batfoy going to look to try to get this one and back to another decider for the second round in a row. Bidwell, let's do it.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Matt only need one more win to take the night. So even if he does take the night, if he only wins 5-4, that lead only increases to 5 overall. So it's pivotal that Batfoy take at least one of these last two.
Absolutely. The goal for Batfoy, try to keep it as close as you can. The closer you can keep the score overall and not let Matt kind of break away, then the opportunity as we get closer to the end is that ability to know, like, what do I got to do? What do I have to get as far as wins go? Ideally, you like to get a sweep one day so that way that can really turn the tide. But traditionally, those are kind of hard to get. And as we progress later on in this series, I don't think you're going to see anybody getting swept, especially between these two.
No, these have been all close. I don't know the count, but at least 2 games have been 1 Tetris difference. Obviously, there was the chase downs, but there was that game when Matt topped out at level 27 and Batfoy was less than a Tetris away when he got to 29. So just razor thin margins here. You just do not see that consistently in this game in versus play. You tend to have favorites and they tend to win over the course of several games, and to be this close after nearly 50 games is quite remarkable.
Yeah, certainly. We could talk about the quality of gameplay that we saw last year with Jeff and Sharky probably being the best series of 99, even though the overall score that we saw with Sharky's dominance on Jeff as far as the wins are concerned, but the matches were so good. 9 times out of 10, Jeff wasn't like keeling over at like 500k and being done. He was taking Shark to 600, 700, 800k at a good number of times, that it made those matches valuable, even though Sharky was coming up on the winning end. And then when you talk about the same thing with Alex and Jeff the year before that, again, the same thing. Alex was really playing neck and neck with Jeff most of the way. The only difference was he did not come away with the victories when it counted. So this one, a whole lot different. This is a different feel, it's a different vibe of 99. I like it, Bidwell.
I absolutely do too, but I'm not liking Batfoy's board right now. Can he get something left here? Oh, he's gets a spin. Can he get something? Oh, that's gonna do it. Bat Martin's gonna take the series tonight, 5-3. This just could be a gas issue for Batfoy here. You got 1 game to go. The question is going to be, will it be a 6-3 victory or a 5-4 victory?
So we'll give Matt his 5th game win. He will win the night. But there is 1 more game to go, and Batfoy is already ready to go. But as is Matt's right, the Mullen in effect. Got to get those stats, Bidwell. We got to get those stats, man. Those stats are everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's going for those 600s.
Absolutely. And why
You're
not?
Need those in the cup.
I mean, why not? Right? He one of the Mullins was a max out game for him. So.
Batfoy's so frustrated he added an extra N in man with his comment.
Yeah, I think he held that N down a little too hard. He's like, man.
Little extra aggression.
Yeah, that happens. But not over yet, right, Bidwell? You said it. Now, this 9th game that we're going to play shortly after Matt tops out here. Couldn't really do much after, but it's fine. This 9th game, very important, as you mentioned. This is where the opportunity can be that Batfoy, instead of being down 2 going in, or 3 going in, now he could cut it down to potentially just only down 5 tonight versus a 7 that could happen.
Yeah, 7 looms large, because then you basically got to win with 6 rounds to go. You're going to have to at least win them all, plus you got to at least get 2 of those, a 2-win margin. So huge game here.
Absolutely. So let's do it. It's our Ninth game is game number 45 overall. Next week, we'll start hitting the halfway marker of the best of 99. Bidwell, the honors are yours one last time. Let's go.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And that also means we'll have our half series stats next week.
That is correct. Yes. We will have the stats next week to kind of give you folks an idea of where the players have gone so far, what is happening, what do the false starts look like. We'll get all that stuff. Tyler, you got work to do next week, buddy.
Fire up the Adobe account. Not liking Matt Martin's board early. Leave it to them to tease a sub 100,000 game.
No.
Here in game number 9.
Well, Matt's got to add more to those stats, right? And it's like, oh, I only have one. I can get. Let me get two. Let me get two.
Yeah, if he gets the line, this is only a triple.
Yeah, see, there you go, Tyler. Always have work to do from me, but I do feed him some chicken tenders there, Bidwell. He gets for all the work that Tyler's done. Again, very, very much appreciated. He's done a great job doing the layouts now for our friendly shows. He's done the layout for this Best of 99. He's worked very hard to really up the production level for us and allowing, to get Nash's Champs put in nicely like this. I think he really did a great job. And yeah, Bidwell, we got to pay the man sometimes, right? So I give him some chicken tenders to enjoy. Now that his beloved Popeyes is like 2 hours away from where he is now, so he's got to find a new spot.
Oh, we have an official game, King, so we did it.
Well, there you go. So we'll give you a little spoiler alert. Matt will have one false start through the first 45 games. That is a tremendous stat, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But monster lead here, 3 Tetris lead for Batfoy. Vince is rooting for Batfoy. Ben's kissing up to the commentary booth. Always a little sus to kiss up to my work, because
just a little sus.
Just a little.
No, it's good to hear the two of you on comms again, our CT2 team, and obviously not having to be on there with any type of controversy going on. Maybe a little easier to deal with.
You know what? I wouldn't trade that match in Pasadena. It was the greatest of that year and definitely top 5 match of all time in my book.
Yeah. No, certainly that was very emotional, very intense, and obviously, skillful. Both players were tremendous in that.
Getting to do with the legend, just icing on the cake there. 2 Tetris lead for Batfoy, 70 some lines in, little fuzzy on the line count, but I can manage. 2 wide well, Batfoy fills it in. More of a gap than a well. Well, King, we wanted a good game 9. It's not a decider, but it's as close to a decider as you pretty much can get with the winner being predetermined here.
Yeah.
The line burst for Matt Martin certainly helping out to close the gap by another Tetris. Of course, Batfoy getting that same line burst also takes advantage.
No, you said it best, Bidwell, that there is a lot to play in this game alone. Even though Batfoy is going to lose the night, but being down 5-4 versus 6-3 has a huge swing, and as you mentioned, opportunity for Batfoy maybe to try to get couple of big wins. If you get a couple of 6-3s, in the next couple of weeks, that will help tremendously take the edge off and keep him extremely close with Matt, to the point that, you know, we could see the final 3 rounds really be the determining factor. Again, this is the closest best of 99 we've ever had.
Yeah. And if Batfoy wins here and then wins 5-4 for their last 6 weeks, he will win it by 2 or win it by 1. Wow.
Oof.
So yeah, so that's where we're at. So a loss here will kind of change the dynamics, where he's going to have to at least win one of these additional weeks by a 6-3 margin or better to take the entire series.
Oh, Matt.
Matt Martin, can he get anything over to the left? This could be curtains. He's going to give this up. And there it is. Batfoy is going to take game number 9. I swear I did not conjure that. Do not accuse me of cursing Matt Martin on that. That's not the way I wanted that to end. But Batfoy needs to mull this one out. This one's a good one.
Absolutely. 5:25 into the transition. Batfoy, you are victorious for the 9th game of this one. So you will fall in round number 5, but a 5-4 loss certainly is better than 6-3, and that will only put him down 1, Bidwell. So it was a 20-16 lead for Mr. Matt Martin coming into the night. It'll now be 25-20. And only 5-game difference. And like you said, a couple of 6-3s. That changes the dynamic tremendously.
Yeah. Well, you know what else would be amazing? A max out here. This is looking quite strong, as Sharky said earlier. Great solve. Does not take the Tetris because he didn't have the dash control.
You know what I like about Batfoy's resolve here, Bidwell, is that he doesn't panic when that happens. He stays calm, and he waits for the next moment where he can go ahead and get those big scores.
Batfoy is, just one of the all-time tournament greats, honestly. I mean, he had that deep run in 2019. He won the silver bracket in 2020. Now the board's falling apart, of course.
Yeah, mini drought there.
Oh, he gets the 600K though, so nice cursed bids. Thanks, you're welcome, bombs. So, but look at this. Ring the bell, King.
I will certainly ring the bell because this match is over. Matt Martin will win tonight by Batfoy. Big win in the 9th game to keep himself involved. Let's ring the bell, Charlie, and then head over to the winner's scene. And Sharky confirming that level 23 bad drought that ended up killing Batfoy there. Well, we're going to head on over to the winner's scene and congratulate your winner for this evening. It is Mr. Matt Martin. He's taking the sweater off. He had it off before for games 1 through 5 tonight. He put it on after the break. And taking it off one more time to show you that excellent t-shirt he's wearing there. Kind of basically advertising for what's to come, because these players are training for the Jonas Cup. The 2nd annual North American Dash Championship will be taking place once again in Portland, Oregon at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. From October 17th to the 19th, we'll see you all there. Matt Martin certainly will be there with bells on, because he wants cowbells to be ringing all through the evening when he maxes out during quals and competition. Congratulations, my friend. Look at him, Bidwell. He's rolling. He's rolling the controller. Could he be making a comeback for that?
I mean, possibly, but look at those plaid pants. I mean, that's style right there.
Well, those pants tell me that I'm ready for bed. Oh, hackers, it's time to go to sleep. Because he's got to deliver the mail first thing in the morning, Bids.
Oh, yeah, very important.
Congratulations, Matt, and we'll see you next week for more Best of 99. Oh man, I was hoping I was gonna catch you.
No.
I was waiting for the laid back Bidwell, like, oh. There he is. Well, Bids, honestly, it was a good night overall, right? It was definitely that first half exciting. We got to see a couple of 900Ks. We got to see them really battle it out, neck and neck, and then that that one game that looked like Batfoy was going to be able to take ended up being the difference of the evening, where Matt was able to squeak that one out, and that ends up leading to the 5-4 victory.
So one Tetris separated these two for the night. I mean, a hell of a set. Looking forward to more next week. Keep it up, guys. We're all being greatly entertained, and let's get a couple 5-4s Batfoy's way, and let's take this to the wire. Let's not know who the winner is till week 11. Why the hell not?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's get a fantastic finish going. It is the closest, 25-20 at this stage. Bidwell, we've not seen that before. So next week we'll have the stats going. We'll get to see where they're at the halfway marker, because we will reach number 50 next week. So it'll be exciting to see. And like you said, if Batfoy can get a couple of these 5-4s on his way, or a couple of 6-3s, really go a long way.
6-3 would really put a dent in things. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we'll see what Batfoy can cook up next week. He's looking good, but Matt Martin shines once more to win the night. GG's to both. Excellent job. So there you have it. Best of 99, season number 5. Round 5 is in the books. We'll go to Matt Martin once again. Next week, we'll get into round 6, and that's where things will be cooking. So as mentioned, the stats will be ready to go. We'll go over that, and we'll see what our heroes can do next. But what we're going to do next, Bidwell, is we're going to sign off, call it a night, and we're going to head on over to this channel right here. This is the one, Bids, if you want to talk it up while I get it set. This is the 24/7 CTWC Twitch channel, where we can watch all the throwbacks of the greats. Tell us some of the great stuff that you've seen there, man.
Well, obviously, a couple weeks ago when we debuted it, they started off with the classic 2018 Joseph versus Jonas Championship. Had a lot of people come in and watch that. A lot of people for the first time. It was great rewatching that. So, haven't caught a whole lot of it recently, but lots of regionals. It's you just tune in if you just want something in the background. Leave it up. Maybe you'll catch some history. Maybe you'll see something you hadn't seen before. It's rather than having to fish through everything on our channel and pick out a match, it's kind of nice to have it kind of, the museum. They put it out just for you. You don't have to think, just turn it on. You're going to see something classic from our 15, now 16-year history. So let's head on over and let's see what they got going right now.
Yeah, in fact, I just took a quick sneak peek because I was like, what is playing right now? Because I know they've been playing some of the friendly stuff that we've been doing. They've got some of the recent stuff and some of the old stuff. But right now, guess what, Bidwell? Yeah, we've got the World Championship. CTWC 2025 is currently on right now. Oh. They're going to do round 1 from day 2 with James Chen and Sharky on the call. It's Eyeball versus Brodendam, Dog versus Laser. That was an outstanding set. We're going to head on over there, and you can rewatch it and relive it, but you can talk about it now in real time. That's going to be awesome. Folks, again, thank you so much for watching the Best of 99 season number 5. Matt Martin, Batfoy, they'll be back again next week. And so will I, and so will Bids. So, TTFN, ta-ta for now.